Is it time to buy or sell Apple stock? In this video, we are diving deep into Apple. Our initial report was published on our website on Wednesday, the 9th of April, 2025, and now we are here to provide you with an even more detailed analysis. Remember to subscribe, hit the like button, and turn on the notification bell to stay updated on our latest analysis. You do not want to miss any crucial updates that could impact your investments. Enhance your trading decisions by trying our newly launched AI stock analysis tool, powered by GPT-4 at StockInvest.us. Tap into the power of AI and receive free price predictions and deep analysis for any one among 45,000 companies worldwide today. Please note that this video is for informational purposes only and should not be considered as financial advice. Since the 3rd of April 2025, our system has identified Apple as a sell candidate, assigning it a score of negative 1.36. Now, let's examine the stock's performance during this time frame. The stock has incurred a loss of negative 2.14%. This results in an average daily loss of negative 0.43% since its classification as a sell candidate. The stock is positioned in the midst of a very broad and downward trend in the short term, indicating that further declines are expected within this trend. The current 3-month outlook suggests a potential change of approximately negative 11.71% over the next 3 months, with a possible return ranging between negative 23.67% and positive 2.76%. Analyzing the longer term, our 12-month projection indicates a potential change of 21.28%. According to our assessments, the stock's performance could fluctuate between 5.27% and 66.13% over the upcoming year. In current terms, this would place the future price somewhere between $209.34 and $330.36. Our latest daily update for Apple features the headline, "Significant movements in Apple stock price on Wednesday, fluctuating 16.71% between high and low." The Apple stock price increased 15.33% on the last trading day, which was Wednesday, the 9th of April, 2025, rising from $172.42 to $198.85. During that day, the stock experienced a fluctuation of 16.71%, with a day low at $171.89 and a day high of $200.61. The price has shown volatility during this period, with a loss of 10.24% over the past 2 weeks. Additionally, the trading volume increased on the last day along with the price, which is a positive technical indicator. In total, 63 million more shares were traded compared to the previous day, leading to a total of 183 million shares bought and sold for approximately $36.35 billion. Over the past 52 weeks, the highest stock price was $260.10, while the lowest price was $164.8. Currently, the price stands 23.55%, or $61.25, below the 52-week high of $260.10, which is also the all-time high for the stock. Apple stock surged 15% today, marking its best day since 1998, after President Trump announced a 90-day pause on tariffs. This dramatic rebound comes as investors react positively to reduced trade tensions that had recently impacted the tech sector. Notable gains were also seen across the broader market, with the Dow and S&P 500 experiencing significant upticks. Analysts have mixed views on the long-term implications of this tariff situation. BofA Securities has maintained a buy rating on Apple, now with a price target of $250, in anticipation of continued demand for its products, despite potential price increases. The pause in tariffs alleviates immediate pricing pressures on iPhones, which could have otherwise surged by up to 90%. This relief could enhance consumer sentiment and sustain sales growth. Furthermore, discussions are ongoing about shifting more production to the United States to minimize tariff impacts, a strategy suggested by a key Apple supplier. This could potentially stabilize the company's supply chain while aligning with domestic economic policies. Overall, while today's surge may reflect short-term optimism, the need for Apple to adapt to ongoing trade uncertainties suggests that volatility may persist. Investors should monitor how production shifts and tariffs influence Apple's operating costs and ultimately its pricing strategy over the coming months. Analyst ratings. On Wednesday, the 2nd of April 2025, it was reported that Citigroup gave Apple a buy grade with a hold action. On Wednesday, the 2nd of April 2025, it was also reported that Tigris Financial assigned Apple a strong buy grade with a hold action. On Wednesday, the 12th of March 2025, it was reported that Morgan Stanley rated Apple as overweight with a hold action. On Friday, the 21st of February 2025, it was reported that UBS gave Apple a reduce grade with an upgrade action. On Wednesday, the 19th of February 2025, it was reported that Goldman Sachs assigned Apple a buy grade with a hold action. Analysts have assigned Apple stock a general neutral rating. They classify the price-to-earnings ratio as a strong sell and the price-to-book ratio as strong sell. Regarding return on investment, the analysts rate the stock as a strong buy. The following signals have been identified for Apple. A buy signal was issued from a pivot bottom point on Tuesday, the 8th of April 2025, and so far it has risen by approximately 15.33%. Further increases are indicated until a new top pivot is established. The volume is rising alongside the price, which is considered a positive technical signal. However, some negative signals have also emerged, which may influence short-term developments. The Apple stock currently holds a buy signal from the short-term moving average. However, the long-term average indicates a general sell signal. Since the long-term average is above the short-term average, this creates a general sell signal for the stock, leading to a more negative outlook. Should the stock continue to climb, it will encounter resistance from the long-term moving average at $222.09. Conversely, if the stock declines, it will find support from the short-term average at $198.77. A breakout above the long-term average would generate another buy signal, while a drop below the short-term average would introduce an additional sell signal and reinforce the overall negative signal. Furthermore, there is currently a sell signal from the 3-month Moving Average Convergence Divergence, or MACD. Here are some other signals you might find interesting. Moving Average Convergence Divergence, sell signal. Pivots, buy signal 2 days ago. Bollinger, buy signal 3 days ago. Short-term moving average, buy signal 2 days ago. Long-term moving average, sell signal 26 days ago. The relation between the short and the long moving averages, buy signal 23 days ago. If we look at the 12-month chart, we see short moving average, sell signal 6 days ago. The long-term moving average, buy signal 25 days ago. The relation between the short and the long moving averages, buy signal 20 days ago. Remember to go to our page at StockInvest.us if you want to find more signals. Let's discuss support, risk, and stop-loss levels for Apple. On the downside, the stock finds support just below today's level, with accumulated volume indicating support at $188.38 and $181.46. There is an inherent risk when a stock tests a support level. If this level is breached, the stock may decline to the next support level. In this instance, Apple has support just below today's mark at $188.38. If this level fails, the subsequent support from accumulated volume will be at $181.46 and $172.42. This stock is subject to significant movement during the day, exhibiting high volatility. Due to a wide prediction interval indicated by the Bollinger Band, the stock is classified as high risk. Over the last day, the stock fluctuated by $28.72 between its high and low points, which translates to a change of 16.71%. For the past week, the stock's daily average volatility has been 10.03%. Before we dive into the potential trading levels for Apple, let's quickly cover some essential fundamental data. First, let's discuss the price-to-earnings ratio, commonly known as the PE ratio. This important ratio measures a company's current share price relative to its earnings per share. This ratio is considered to be within a normal range, often observed in businesses with long track records or consistent revenue streams. In other news, the upcoming earnings report for the first quarter of 2025 is anticipated on the 1st of May, 2025. Analyst consensus estimates are at $1.61. It is important to monitor these figures, as they can significantly influence stock prices. Now let's discuss some potential day trading levels for Apple. In case of an upward trend, the first resistance level for Apple is at $203.19. If you don't currently own any shares, you may want to wait for this level to be breached before entering a position. For those already holding the stock, this could be a level to consider for swing trading. On the downside, Apple encounters its first support level at $188.38. If this support level holds, it could present a good entry point, anticipating a rebound. The combined average rating for Apple from multiple analyst sources is neutral. Now, let's examine some recent insider trades. The 5 most recent insider trades were conducted by Jeffrey E. Williams, who bought and sold 149,070 shares or options in the company. Analyzing the 100 most recent insider trades, we find that the insider power is negative, with a ratio of negative 31.079. In total, insiders acquired 1,657,365 shares and sold 3,158,741 shares in these last 100 trades. Our assessment of this stock is unfavorable, and currently there is no stop loss in place. Is Apple stock a good buy? Currently, Apple displays several negative indicators, leading us to believe that its performance will remain weak in the upcoming days or weeks. Consequently, we have adjusted our assessment of this stock, changing our recommendation from a strong sell to a sell candidate. Upon reviewing the volatility and movements from the previous trading day, our analysis indicates that the current price is overvalued. For trading on Thursday, the 10th of April, we anticipate that Apple will open lower by $8.40, beginning at $190.45. We remind you that trading involves a high risk of losing money, and that you should consult with a financial advisor before buying or selling any securities. You should not base your investment decisions solely on the information provided by StockInvest.us. By using this information, you acknowledge that you are responsible for your own investment decisions. This is our current view of the stock. Do you agree or disagree? We invite you to comment below and share your thoughts. What is your target for this stock? Remember to like and subscribe. We wish you successful trading and hope you have a wonderful day. With warm regards from all of us here at Stock Invest.